Today, I got a spicy one for you. What's the difference between a $1 million practice and a $2 million collection practice? What is the difference? Well, I pulled together a list of about 30 things for you, and today I'm going to be working through them. And I just want to say that I have seen both sides of this. So I have a lot of experience with people going from a million to 2 million to 3 million and beyond. And I've noticed some key differences in strategy, in their mental approach to business, and the way they manage their team and the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to give you a whole list of things. So let's dive into these. So number one, $1 million practice trains once and hope it sticks. So they say, man, we gave them the training and hopefully they figure it out. A $2 million practice trains constantly and then holds their team accountable. They go over the calls. They listen to the calls. I've seen $1 million practices where we're like, hey, listen to this call. Listen to the way that your team handled this. And they're like, I don't know if I want to share this with my team. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Well, that's just bad leadership, right? A $2 million practice is constantly reviewing calls, and the team knows we're going to review these calls. So guess what? They're more likely to actually work on the scripting. A $1 million practice avoids hard conversations. A $2 million practice addresses issues early and clearly with their team. Going back to the same point that I just mentioned. A $1 million practice blames marketing. This is marketing's fault. Their marketing can't do anything. We've tried 10 marketing companies and none of them work. A $2 million practice partners with marketing and owns results. Everybody has a job. You can't blame. I had somebody recently try to blame me for their patients not accepting treatment. That's wild. It's not a marketing problem, right? There's things that we can partner on and make it better, but you need to get really, really clear on what marketing owns versus what you're supposed to own. Next. $1 million practice delegates marketing to someone who has no authority or knowledge. Susan, my dental hygienist or dental assistant, she's going to be managing marketing now. Good luck, Susan. Okay, well, you're going to fail. She doesn't have the knowledge, skill set, or the authority to make the changes necessary to be successful. It's not her fault. It's your fault. It's bad leadership. A $2 million practice has doctors' involvement in the growth decisions. Why is that so important that the doctor's involved? Well, if you're changing the way you schedule, if you're changing scripting, if you're changing how you're presenting treatment, if you're changing block scheduling, all these things require owner decision making and buy-in first before you can roll it out to the whole team. There's zero chance anybody else on your team can handle that unless you're a big, big group and they already have the authority to do that. It's not going to work. A $1 million practice treats insurance as the decision maker. Ouch. I've seen this a lot where doctors, they whine, complain, and just hate insurance. However, they treat the insurance. If the patient's insurance covers it, we'll present it. If not, we'll kind of dance around it. That's not good. A $2 million practice treats the patient first, and insurance is secondary to that. So we're going to do what's best for the patient. We're going to communicate that, and that's more important than what the insurance is going to cover. Next, a $1 million practice adds friction to booking. How can I make this harder to weed people out? Let's put a fee on the website so people can't schedule unless they pay us money first. Horrible idea. Let's, in the scripting that we anytime somebody asks us how much something costs, we just weed those out. Those are shoppers. Horrible business decision. Horrible. Very counterproductive. It doesn't do what you think it's doing. Yeah, it might weed out one or two people that you don't want, but it's weeding out for every one or two people that it weeds out that you don't want. It's weeding out 10 to 20 people that you do want to come to your practice. So not a good approach. $2 million practice removes every barrier to coming into the practice and then refines their process, their marketing targeting, and their team training from there. You open the funnel wide and then you narrow it. You don't start with a narrow funnel. This is just like basic business. But a lot of people struggle with that. Next, a $1 million practice explains procedures. A $2 million practice sells outcomes and confidence. That's what patients are looking for. What is the outcome that you're going to provide to them? Next, a $1 million practice avoids patient financing because of the fees. Gary, we already have patient financing. Yeah, but you don't use it. You don't present it to the patients. You use it as a last ditch effort. It is probably 1%, 2% of your total collections is patient financing. That's not good. A $2 million practice, they're going to use patient financing with every patient up front. And they're going to present to them monthly payments. And yeah, they're going to pay those pesky little fees, but they're also going to make a lot more money. And the patients are going to be more happy too. And you're avoiding insurance conversations because you're focusing on monthly payments, not on total treatment. Next, a $1 million practice presents full fees and waits for rejection. A $2 million practice leads with monthly payments. A $1 million practice believes growth isn't possible because it's crowded. There's too many people here. But guess what? Someone's growing in your market. It's just not you. A $2 million practice sees others growing and knows it's possible. If other people are growing, you can grow too. You just might not be the person that you need to be yet to be able to grow. You need to become that person. It takes time, it takes energy. A $1 million practice reacts emotionally to setbacks. Wah, this didn't work. Wah, let's yell at everybody. Doesn't really get a lot of buy-in when you start yelling at everybody. A $2 million practice uses data to make decisions, and they say, hey, that was a learning lesson. We learned from it. That's good. Onward and upward. A $1 million practice hopes patients find them. A $2 million practice controls visibility. They're saying, you know what? I want more people to see me. I don't hope more people can see me. That's called increasing your marketing. Well, it's too much. I'm spending too much money on marketing. Are you growing? Think you're going to keep spending money on marketing as long as you keep growing, unless you're okay with where you're at. If you're okay where you're at, then just market a little bit and cover attrition, and you'll stay exactly where you're at. A $1 million practice has some Google reviews. We got some good Google reviews. A $2 million practice is trying to have the most Google reviews in their general area, in their near vicinity around their office. They're trying to kick everybody else's butt. It's a different mentality. A $1 million practice doesn't know what competitors are doing. A $2 million practice runs a competitive income and population analysis. It knows exactly what the competition is doing for marketing and figures out how to strategically place themselves to make sure that they get in on the action over their competition. Two different approaches. And by the way, we do that for free. Just comment down below. We can get those for you if you want to do that. If you want to become a $2 million practice. A $1 million practice guesses. A $2 million practice plans. If you didn't plan at the end of last year for this year, you already know the answer. All right, a $1 million practice answers calls when they can. A $2 million practice captures every opportunity with AI. A $1 million practice accepts missed calls as normal. A $2 million practice treats missed calls as lost collections, because that's what it is. A $1 million practice works harder. A $2 million practice builds systems. A $1 million practice hopes for growth. A $2 million practice engineers it. Comment down below if you want to be a $2 million practice, if that's you, or beyond that. 3 million, 4 million. We work with a lot of clients that are well past $2 million. And you can grow there too. We've done it over and over and over again. But the question is, are you the person that is going to be able to grow a practice to $2 million? Or haven't you not become that person yet? Maybe that person's 2027, 2028, 2029 down the road. Comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. Hope you have a great day.